So we are now going to get into our charity pitch battle. And with that said, you know, this is the one time that you get to judge in public, and it's cool. So we're going to have 5 nonprofits. They're going to have 4 minutes each to, I guess, pitch what they've got going on. And then there's going to be some voting cards on your table. At the end, we'll ask you to vote for your one favorite, not 2 or 3, your one favorite. And then those top 2 will compete for the #1 position, and they'll have 2 more minutes after that. The final vote is going to determine who gets to walk away with $2,500. All right, so I'm going to have everyone come up, or y'all's nonprofits come up in the particular order, so just be prepared. We're going to start with 2 Polarities, then Cherokee County Homeless Veterans, mostly Mutts, North Georgia Angel House, and then Serenade Heights. So, all right, y'all, can we get a clap and a whoop whoop? I feel like I should be like, what is it, Bob Barker? Come on up, you're the next contestant. Yeah, no, Chris, right, yeah, that's Bob Barker. Sorry.
Somebody tell me what I do. Hey, my name's Lloyd Brown. I'm a founder of 2 Polarities. We provide scholarships for those who cannot afford a mental health counselor. I'm a retired special ed teacher in the county. I've coached soccer for 20 years in this county. So we're here to tell you what to do. So here, I need everybody to stand up. Everybody, get up. Get up. Here we go. Put your right hand in. Shake it all around. Yeah, turn yourself. Now put your left hand in. Put your left hand out. We got this dramatic reading we're going to do. It's a non-rap song. So nobody up here can rap or sing. Go back and oh, you can sit down. We 2 Polarities working for a higher God. North Georgia cause, souls in the dark, mental health battles, leaving their mark.
Bipolar's grip, autism's unique stride, addiction's chains, and nowhere to hide. Lloyd Brown's vision, born from his own pain, breaking down barriers and washing away the rain.
We ain't just talking, we putting in the work, connecting the broken, lifting every quirk. Counselors, therapy, a hand to embrace, giving hope to families, finding their place.
From Campbell to Jasper, the reach is so wide. Open door Damascus, right by our side. Donors and sponsors, you're feeling the dream. Changing lives daily is a powerful stream.
So why do we deserve it, this money you hold? Because every dollar helps a story unfold. It's more than just cash, it's a lifeline we cast for a healthier future, but built to truly last.
Invest in compassion, invest in the mind, help us heal the wounds that humanity finds. We're 2 Polarities, twist the so true, give us the win, and watch what we do.
So Cherokee County Homeless Veterans, nominated by Sheehan. So Cherokee County Homeless Veterans, let's have you come up and give us your best shot.
Steve, you got a set back there? Yes, name is William Warren Hicks III. I am from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
My name is Stephanie Lewis, and I live in Marietta, Georgia.
My role as an engineering officer, my last duty station, I was company commander. We were a rapidly deployable unit to help both local and national disasters.
In the military, I was in the Army, and I was a 92 Foxtrot. That's a patrol and supply specialist. I drove them all.
The hardest thing with my deployment to Afghanistan was I went so young. Well, I joined the military when I was 17, when I was in 11th grade. Right after I graduated high school, so I was deployed by 2005. So.
Went to Africa on a rescue mission. I mean, I had the best PT in my battalion. I wish I could have been my full 20 years. I had a retirement for medical. God closed that door, so I can obviously spend time with my children and reach and serve people in a different way.
Once I got out of the military in August of 2021, 7 days after I bought my house, someone said it on fire. It hurt. I never would have thought I would get a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning and flying down the street to figure out what's going on. And my neighbor said your house was on fire, and I'm looking there staring at my house on fire, and I didn't do it. And it was one of the most tragic things I've ever seen in my life. To know I worked so hard just for someone not to allow me to be in a position just they wanted. And I had to leave because now where do I go? My house burned down. That makes you homeless.
So we had a house fire originally, and that left us with nowhere to go. We ended up in a hotel, but the funds ran out, and then I ended up going into the hospital. And a lady at the hospital told me about the homeless veteran program of Cherokee County. So that was the first call I made before my PD even left out the hospital.
I reached out to my veterans office here and connected me with the Cherokee Homeless Veteran Program, which I met Mr. Joni in the program. And my life has changed within a year.
The homeless veteran program has really been in my corner the entire time. Since being in this program, I have been able to get my boots back on the ground. Basically, getting thrown into the civilian world, I had to lean and press into faith a lot and ask God to guide me, and He definitely led me to the homeless veteran program, or shall I say, the program to be.
I was dealing with stress, depression, separated from my children, family, and I really bounced back because this program is real serious.
The key part, honestly, for me is the support. The letting you know that you're not alone. Because I can get out of here and do it, but trying to be in 50 places at once, that was the tough part for me. So knowing that someone had my back, I was able to focus and keep pushing forward because it's in me, Army Strong,
It's just so much. This program has changed my life in a year. I feel like I'm the old William, not the stressed out William. I have a second chance, and that's how much it means to me, and how much they've done for me.
Knowing that if I needed something, if my kids needed food, or we needed clothes, or if the light bill went out, or really shelter, that's the main thing. Thank you.
I'm just glad that I had people that were there to help me when I was on my back. And now I'm doing 100% better a year later. And if it wasn't for the Cherokee County Homeless Veteran Program and the American, my life got back on track.
Coming up next, y'all, is North Georgia Angel House, and that was nominated by Natalia Hunter and Camille Gard. Welcome, North Georgia Angel House.
Thank you. Thanks for having us back again this year. We're quite fond of all the sponsors that are here. North Georgia Angel House is a girls residential program that's here in Cherokee County. We're going to let a video tell you a little bit more about what we do. My name is Susan Worsley. I'm the Executive Director and the CEO of Northwest Angel House. We are a girls' home. Some people by license were considered a child caring institute, which in theory is what we would be, but we serve much more like a home. The need that we meet are kids, females in the foster care system between the ages of 12 and 21 that are currently in out-of-home care for a problem that's not theirs. They have been displaced from something going on at home, and they need somewhere to stay in the community. Our girls go to public school, and we spend a lot of time trying to make their life here as normal as it can be while they're away from their families.
I first arrived at the Angel House when I was 14 years old. I was really just going through a lot. I wasn't living at my father's house. My parents were divorced. I didn't grow up with my mother. So I was living at my best friend's house, borrowing her clothes. And I get picked up from DFACS. I'm in 8th grade. Same clothes, right? And I come to the Angel House. I'm feeling all these different emotions, like, what's wrong with me? Do people love me? Like, my parents don't want me. But coming here, it really just shifted my mindset. Because, girls, they were sharing their stories. I think my roommate, she was from a different country, and she had a baby, and she was 16 years old. And I was crying every day. And I'll never forget, it was late at night, and she kneeled to my bed, and she just, she held my hand, and she told me about her story, and she told me everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna get better.
We're trying to prepare our kids for either life back with their family, life with a foster family, or life on their own when they leave the system. The things that we often need, we always need revenue. I don't know if any nonprofit does it. But other things that we always need are people to come and teach a class on something that they have expertise in. We're all very good at something, but none of us are very good at everything. Resources that people have, their time, their talent, those are all things that we often need. So we many times need labor. We need someone to come to make a repair. We have a bathroom that needs to be remodeled. So our entire mission in our life is to take children that have not had a good outcome and turn that into something amazing.
I was okay until I heard the little girl. Okay. And next up, we're going to hear from Mostly Mutts Animal Rescue, nominated by Joni Campbell. Let's give it up for Mostly Mutts.
Hi, I'm Joni Campbell from Realty One. Thank you for having us, Cherokee Association of Realtors. This is Kelly Long from Mostly Mutts.
Thank you guys so much for having us here and for doing this wonderful pitch battle. I have to say it's been really great to get to know the other nonprofits here. No matter what happens today, there's a lot of good work being done in this room. So, Joni, I want to tell you just about her for a minute because every Monday morning she's at Mostly Mutts at 8 a.m. before coffee and walking dogs. She fosters dogs and she makes sure that every dog goes home with a seatbelt. So she makes sure they get home safely, and she also, she's on her 21st foster, so she does a lot. It's very great. I do want to know, how many people are dog parents in this room? Yay, that's good. I love speaking to a room full of animal lovers. Remember that when you get ready to vote. So this is Banjo. And Banjo's story at Mostly Mutts started very much like a lot of dog stories start. He came from an overcrowded, overwhelmed animal control facility. Our goal was to pull those dogs and cats out of the overcrowded, overwhelmed animal control pull dogs. Believe it or not, Banjo's 10 years old. So we actually pull the dogs. We don't pull the ones that are standing up wagging their tail saying, look at me adopting. We pull the ones that are sick. We pull the ones that are shut down. We pull the ones whose hearts are broken. We bring them into our care. We heal their wounds. We heal their hearts. They see our vet. Our assessment team looks at them to find out what their behaviors are. Are they kid-friendly? Are they dog-friendly? We even cat test them. So, and that is not a fun job. That's one of my jobs. It's not fun for me and it's not fun for the cats, but it helps us to put them in the right home. We also have amazing foster families. Our foster families take them into their hearts, and really these dogs, some of them have never known love before. So we have bottle babies, we have kittens that need to be fed, we have dogs that have never been in a home, and the fosters turn them around. We also have another amazing program called Metro Reentry. It's we work with a prison facility, and these prisoners are getting ready to get out of jail, but not free. They get out of jail, and we train them. We actually certify them to be dog trainers, so that once they're out, once they're out of jail, they have a skill. And they also take some of the more difficult dogs, so it's been a terrific program. It's good for the humans, and it's good for the dogs. But one good thing about us is we're not just about dogs. I hear so many of our volunteers, we have a lot of volunteers who walk dogs, who help us with technology, who help man our front desk, and everybody says it's such a good community. And another piece of our community is our Mostly Mutts market. We've taken a facility, and the sheriff's actually come in and said, we are so proud to have you in this area, because we have people come in where families are coming in, they're buying things for their home, they're making a difference. All of those funds go toward supporting our mission, but also we've made a difference in that community. Instead of people being arrested and there being crime in that community, now families are having a good time shopping in our market. So think about Mostly Mutts, think about all the animals that are out there, and think about this. Every time that you drive by, and sometimes you see a dog on the side of the road, or realtors you see a kitten abandoned by a home, and you wish you could help, today's the day you can help. Please support Mostly Mutts. Support Banjo. He's looking for a home, by the way. So thank you for supporting Mostly Mutts.
Dusty in here, just got something in my eyes, sorry. Up next is we're going to hear from Serenade Heights. Can I get Jill to come up?
I'll call you later. Hey, I'm Tony Williams with eXp Realty. Let's get ready to rumble! Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, all the way from the heights of Cherokee County, founded in 2013, with an undefeated record of helping single families and single family moms, it's Serenade Heights, represented by Development Associate Amber Jones.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but at the age of 3, humans develop the desire to do what's right. So today, I call that instinct out of you today to be able to help single moms. Imagine, imagine being hit with the call that your husband has tragically died. And this is when you all were expecting your 4th child under 4. Imagine being hit with the call that you and your teenagers are going to be torn by divorce because your husband of 15 years was secretly involved in serious criminal activity. Imagine being raised in addiction, trafficking, being kidnapped, jumping from foster home to foster home, and then on top of that being physically, mentally, and sexually abused. And now pregnant, alone and nowhere to turn. And these are all true stories of single moms that we have served, and that they take hits every day. And these moms don't just take those hits, but the hit of poverty, but the hit of childcare issues, the hit of health issues, even the hit of housing. Next slide. And so how do we fight back? We have a 2-year program where we help a single mom. And in that time, that single mom gets all the resources that she needs to be able to get on her feet again. And this is financial literacy. These are housing, this is housing, financial literacy, coaching, case management, and all the things that she needs to be able to get on her feet. And the best thing is that we encourage our moms to fight for themselves. And this is by setting goals and reaching goals. A lot of the moms have reached educational goals where they graduated and extended their career. They paid off financial goals, paying off thousands of dollars worth of debt, and then turning around and being able to raise their credit score and afford houses that you all are going to sell to them. And then also spiritual goals, becoming the woman of God that she's called to be. And the best fighters are the ones who have fallen down and get back up. We had a mom years ago that was drowning in debt and was able to go to Serenade Heights. Serenade Heights fought for her. And she actually graduated from Kennesaw State University, magna cum laude. Her and her son got accepted into Habitat for Humanity, and now she is a homeowner, and her son, the Youth Entrepreneur of the Year. And that mom was me. And now I have the gloves, knocking out my goals, but now I'm on the other side of the fight, fighting for single moms in our community that you all serve every day. So join the fight, and I'll see you in round 2.
All right, y'all. You've heard from all 5 of our wonderful nonprofits we have in Cherokee County. Now you have a job to do. Your job is to write down your favorite, singular, uno, only one, nonprofit on the card that's on your table. And we're gonna have someone come and collect them. Just so you know, this is probably gonna be the most important vote you cast all week. We have a tie with one another. So the tie, and I'm just going to say all 3. I'm not going to say who the tie was between. I'll keep that a secret. So we have that are going to be doing their 2-minute final pitch battle. Are y'all ready? Okay. So in this corner, we're going to have Serenade Heights. And in this corner, we're going to have 2 Polarities. And in another corner, we're going to have Angel House. All right, y'all. Okay, so let's call up first, providing home and housing for single moms, Serenade Heights. And y'all, don't be afraid to speak into the microphone so everyone can hear. And I know you got this.
Okay. My timer starts. So we are in a room full of people today that have fought hard to get to where they are today. But with great power comes great responsibility. So use that power, use those funds and your influence to be able to help single moms. Be that good Samaritan that helps single moms that life has knocked down. Remember those moms that I told you about earlier? These are the moms, and now they have success stories of their own. Because of Serenade Heights, they have changed their narrative and not allowed their past to determine their future. And so the $2,500, what it would do for Serenade Heights is that it could cover the housing costs for a single mom and her family, put a roof over her head for 2 months, or it could pay for 70 coaching hours so that that mom can have one-on-one coaching and really be able to dream again and reach her goals and knock them out. And then another one that it could do is provide a year of workshops for single moms that we serve in the community for free. We have free workshops for single moms, 25 single moms and about 40 kids. And this will provide the year of life skill workshops for moms to not only learn more skills to be able to get on their feet, but also to build a healthy community of single moms who understand. And this has been worth fighting for, and we have over a decade of a winning record. So join us in the fight.
All right, y'all. Coming up next, Empower. Last but certainly not least, we have kicking us off with a purpose and passion, 2 Polarities.
Small video that I will show, and I want to thank Julia and Megan for nominating me, because I'm not good at this and be here, but thank y'all for putting up with me, because I am medicated, so you know, I have nothing to worry about.
I started 2 Polarities because of my own personal battle with being bipolar, with my own mental illness. I was finally diagnosed bipolar at 57 years old. And so my life from little to then was pretty roller coastery, we'll say. Scariest moment in my life was when I collapsed. It was like I blew up. I couldn't get my thoughts from my head to my hand to write anything down. It was like traveling through shrapnel. It was like traveling through dust on like your hands and knees trying to get through the fog. Couldn't find reality. For 9 months, it took me to regain sanity where I could become semi-normal again. It's like it's like you do blow up and can't find reality. Can't get there. And it takes a lot to get there. And it takes a lot of faith to work through that. And God, if everything happens for a reason, 2 Polarities is the reason. You know, that's what He gave me to do to help those with mental illness. So they don't have to go through it. So they can find the help they need to help to be, I won't say normal, but can handle life better. So I started 2 Polarities because of what I went through. I was like, God, if everything happens for a reason, what's happening to me? What is the reason? It's that. It's to help people get over the stigmatism, the stigma of being mentally ill. To help those people who don't need to go through this by themselves. Whether it be anxiety, whether it be postpartum, whether it be just stress, whether it be addiction, whether it be anything that keeps you from being your best person. I don't want them to have to go through what I did by myself. And I wasn't by myself. I had my wife, had my family, had my kids, had my friends in church. My faith just really grew strong during that part. And it's still not easy. It's, even on meds, being bipolar is not easy. Some days are better than others. Some days are great. Some days are mediocre. But I can't go there, Alyssa Rams, she said this was really so true. Bipolar robs you of that which is you. It can take from you the very core of your being and replace it with something that is completely opposite of who and what you truly are. And it can do that in a heartbeat. It robs from you that which is you. The mania, the depression, it will steal from you. It will rob from you. It will wreck your family, it will wreck your finances, it will wreck your life. Find what works so it doesn't steal your life away. Don't let it rob from you. I started.
Story. I was diagnosed at 57, so my life growing up was crazy, right? There's a lot of things I did being bipolar. You're riding that roller coaster for free, and I finally ran out of steam and blew up 9 months. 9 months it took me to find reality. It sat right outside my hand and I couldn't touch it. So 2 Polarities was born of my own personal journey, right? I've got kids that we're funding who tried to kill themselves just weeks ago. They're in single parent, single income homes, right? They don't happen to found a 21-year-old autistic kid a therapist that would see him because he was an adult. Graduated out of his parents' insurance. God found him a therapist. If you don't need to fund it and you need a therapist, we'll find you one you can relate to, one that can help you. So this is how it started. So thanks for letting me be here.
Empowering young women with wings to fly, North Georgia Angel House. Come on up.
All right, round two. I will give it my best. A couple of things that stand out to me about North Georgia Angel House. While we've been in our community now, I've been in Angel House for 19 years, and we've been here for 20 years. Much of what we do is represented from all of us in this room. A couple of things about us. We have raised over 1,800 kids coming through our doors in the years that I've been at the Angel House. And some of the things that are near and dear to us, as they are to all of us, are our animals. And as a result, we're a licensed animal shelter as well. I hate to bring that up, but we are. We often do much the same. We go and we take animals out of the shelter. We're licensed through the Department of Agriculture. We pair those with kids that are in care so that they have a companion to take care of as they sustain themselves in care and while they're in foster care. We think it's important for our kids to learn. They have a similar background. They're unwanted or they're inconvenient, and they have found themselves put out of the home and they're displaced. So for that reason, they make good companions to one another to look after, and a lot of times we have those animals fostered out and people adopt them, and many times our own kids adopt our animals and they're able to keep those with them while they're with us in care, and when they go home we do a home evaluation before we'll send them home. So we also run a private school at North Georgia Angel House, and those are a couple of things that are new to us from last year. But we have a fully accredited K through 12 school that we run on our campus. And we do that so that kids can graduate that have some non-traditional things that are going on. So, as a result of just what we do collectively with all of your help in this room, is hopefully another year will pass. We've just opened a reception center on our campus for family visits. We provide case management, therapy, and medication management, life skills, a financial literacy course, shelter, an animal rescue, a fully accredited school. And we are about to break ground now for 10 tiny homes on our campus. So we'll put 10 more on the backside so that we can care for even more kids. So thanks for your time today.
You've got a very important job. Pick your favorite, and this charity is going to walk away with $2,500. Crack that whip. We've got our winner. Oh. A little surprise for everyone. Just so you know, everyone that came and presented, they're all winners, and they're all going to walk away with something. The Cherokee Association of Realtors is going to give everyone who was nominated and participated today to their local charities that did not get first place. They're going to walk away with $500 for their nonprofit. All right, I'm going to need participation for this one. Drum roll, please. And the winner of this year's Charity Pitch Battle, Serenade Heights.